Do you even know who the fuck I am? Do ya?
What's up, guys? It's David Heilman here with Hylamania. Did I
And
do it right?
McKinney Mania. Oh, special guest today. Former pro driver, going pros to soon be F1 driver, Matthew McKinney. Say hello.
Also
Hello,
a
everybody.
pro winner.
That is true. It's a title that not many people have, and I was very blessed to be able to get that.
It's a late model race. Nobody cares.
And it wasn't the first, so
You,
nobody
you
really
and your brother
cares.
dart everybody out of the way.
And sometimes you got to flip a couple of race cars in order to get one in victory lane. So that's what it is. And
2018 was like that. And the reason I say 2018 is because we had the off week, because we had the update. No, we're not bringing you big block content. I'm not bringing my channel down that way. No. Ew. That. We're not bringing you Cedar Lake content. They have a fucking wall glitch, alright?
You actually spit, didn't you?
No. I went back and I dug up a 2018 Throwback race. So, hey, it's Thursday. Is it? It's Thursday. We're Throwback Thursday in this bitch. And I found one Matthew McKinney. So that is our guest. He went quick time in practice. I thought it was qualifying. I didn't go back and watch this, guys. I should go live for you on Discord. Sorry. You didn't say. Here you guys go. You can see the names. Recognize anyone, you got your who's not there anymore. Chris Brenger, don't see him anymore. Anthony LaPrescia. Richard Murtaugh Jr. showed up for this. This must have been his last pro race or something. Philip Diaz, the man with all the pro license. Weston Newell, I did not know he was ever a pro.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know he made pro the first year.
Wow, that was when I had a blue helmet. Look at
I
that.
honestly did not know that. Where's your blue helmet?
Right below Weston.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Sheridan,
Robert
dude.
Kirsch,
Sheridan was a pro.
Bradley Cash. I always thought was. Wow. Is this worse than this year's pro lineup? Now that you look at it. Oh,
we do have Howard Weaver in the field.
So. We do have
in the sprint
Howard
car
Weaver.
How did we miss Howard Weaver?
Oh, I wish I had the Charlotte
manager of Weber Valley Speedway.
Yep. Hey, that's Gage Martinez, or that's Dale. Chase Cabry in a 4 back when he was on whatever he was on, but
Tony DeBeal.
So yeah, we're here at Knoxville. I believe this was either a second or third race of the season. No, 4th race of the season, because this came after Lima Land. I know Lima Land was the 3rd one. Tim Ryan, quick time still. No surprise there. Let's see. I don't think we'll be able to see his lap in qual actually, because it's my replay, not a spectator. Who's up there? Where'd you qualify? McKinney did good. I think I'm in his heat race. He was in 3. P3. Cameron Dance had a very respectable first year, honestly. I'm way down here. I'm 2/10 off. Hello. I make fun of the people 2/10 off. Yeah, you're only a 10th and a half. Nope, just a 10th. I'm like, how can you be 2/10 off in qualifying? That means you're running the wrong line. Well, let's check it out. Oh, that's my last.
Oh, look at that slick track,
dude. The track's gonna look weird, but I remember. I think I was talking to Austin. And can I go to my lap, please?
You're on lap 30 of the feature. No wonder.
I know. What the fuck? Drop. What if we maybe we don't have everything? Yeah, we should. Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. But I literally, let's let the track generate a little bit.
Wow, you were sideways.
Hey man, this might have been the 30 gallons.
You're right.
3 or 30, yeah, it certainly was.
So you would have had 3.
Dude, if okay, well, you never know with me. Maybe that's why I'm 2/10 off. I remember thinking,
I swear it's gonna come in at the end of the last lap,
guys. I remember at the end of practice, I was like, how the fuck are they running? I think 4s still. I was like, the bottom's gone. How are they running 4s? Well, David gets a lane up, and I'm slagging through here, spinning out in the slick. No fucking wonder I'm 2/10 off. Trying to stick bottom in 3 and 4 like I'm cheeky or something. Fuck out of here.
I don't even remember what I ended up doing here.
Dude, I know.
This track
just
is
middle, probably. 100% just middle. Probably as close to that slick as you could be. Okay, we're running cut. That we're just scared to move a leg up. So, Richard Murdoch last though, and first to last, 3:10 separating the field. Alex Bergeron though, looking at him here, he was somewhere in there. But so that's qualifying. Let's go to heat race number 1. Who do we have in it? Oh, those are results, no spoilers. Tim Ryan, Britton Roxbury. Go to the heat. Go to the heat. Alright. Here we go. Well, hell of a start. Got James Egan's on a P3 here. Nick Cooper. Adam Elby.
Was I in this one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Same paint scheme. What a coincidence. Oh,
Whoa.
that's not how that works. Who just was... That was
Oh,
Austin
look at how
just
different the
digging
cars drive
bottom.
with
Dude.
30 gallons, dude. These things are just sideways.
Yeah, dude. Why? Dude, I think we're running 3.9 left rears at this time on everything, too. Oh! Feed him. Feed him. Cooper with the cut down. Does Adam take it?
Cut down with no
Falls
run.
in
'Cause
line.
30 gallons.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, it just doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, look how sideways we are. And didn't like everyone run like 30 wing too at this
I
time?
don't remember.
Jesus.
So we can notice that LB is, outside the transfer right here. A lot of guys who haven't ran the Pro Series
Still
before.
top 4. Yep.
You're always trying to push, but at the same time, even when you're this far back, you're trying to look at the guy in front of you. At the same time, you're trying to look as far at the leader just to see if you're matching the same line as him. But at the same time, you don't want to try something crazily different that will shuffle you back.
Right,
even
because
a
what I'm
farther
looking at
spot.
here, locked down, wide open, right?
Uh-huh.
I can either try and pass him and go in for the feature and potentially lose a spot or two, or if I can hold this spot, then I am starting front row of a B main.
So, it's basically, you risk losing a spot trying. Well, yeah, I mean, you want to build up momentum, but like I said, when you got a guy on your ass like that, you kind of got to just cover every corner and take your medicine. But yeah, still typical Knoxville, so nothing too crazy different here, huh? Just we're cars really sideways, I guess. I don't know.
Cars definitely look a little bit loose. I'm not sure if they're still this loose in today's
No.
game, but
Once again, this is the 3 gallon. You could only run either 3 gallons or 30 gallons at this point.
Was it where 30 gallons handled a lot worse than 30 gallon? Didn't they make an update where like they make it so the fuel cell was more centered in the car, wasn't so much in the rear because they were so retarded to handle with 30? Like they were so much harder. I mean,
I do not remember
not
that.
hard for your average drivers, but no, they definitely made a fuel cell change on them so that it wasn't like completely wild. So we got Cam Dance, Bradley Cash, Howard Weaver, just a bunch of nobodies in the series anymore. Ryan Pace, just nobody is in this heat race, is in the Pro Series at this time.
Wow.
Yeah, dead heat. Brenner moving up on Cash, risky move. I like it. We're well worth it. If he doesn't make that pass there, probably doesn't the rest of the heat race. Not TTL. Yeah, TTL driver back in the day. Cam Dance. Ryan Pace. You know, everyone. See, they just... Yeah, I think that's because, like I said, the setups and fuel. They're not able to... That slider line is not nearly as good as it looks like it would be nowadays.
This honestly looks a little bit tempting to do again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Weston trying to stick some bottom as always, but man. Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. We're just coming. Oh, you can't save her. See ya. We'll be seeing ya.
just an absolutely dreadful move. I mean, there is.
Oh. Stewarts are going to review that one.
Yeah, I mean that's you can't.
Chris Brenner
review
chasing down. Damn, dance. Let's see how he's doing it. But is there anything you guys remember at least from your first season of pro? Because all I really remember is I was a lot faster than I thought. Because I remember coming in, I just wanted to like make it, and then I was happy, and then I was like, okay, let's re-qualify. But halfway through the season, once I had a couple top threes, it was like, huh, holy shit. Oh, good setup, good setup.
I remember just like every other year of my pro career, just having no luck getting involved in stuff.
All the what ifs, you know,
Right.
the woulda, coulda, shouldas, what could have been. Yeah, I feel
I
like
definitely
any.
recall being probably the fastest guy overall on the service on a completely fresh track. I was always first in practice, but when I get to qualifying, I tend to be fast in qualifying, usually hit or miss, but um, yeah, and then it just falls apart during the feature. And sometimes, as long as the bottom's good,
Well, I remember Williams Grove was your race. You blew by everybody on the bottom at Grove in the slick. Just want to show the slagger again by Camp. Well, I guess he doesn't have a good angle at all, but you see how sideways he gets, like I said, because of the full fuel tanks, and you get no drive off of that, and it's just little thing I noticed there. How we getting a good race? Good race. Matt McKinney off pole. What's he thinking?
What's going through your head here, Matt?
He's got Rusty behind him. He's scared.
Matt
Who's
doesn't
that,
remember.
Rusty Kruger?
Yeah, it's Rusty Kruger. Were you guys teammates at the time? Were you all third base bar and grill?
Wow, Alex Bergeron running 4th at this point. What is
Yeah,
he
guess
doing?
what? Tom! He's my teammate at the time here.
To be
Come on.
completely honest, I'm pretty confident in this point, just because I see
Clear! Here's why Rusty remembered that. Go on, Matt. Here's why Rusty remembered this heat race. Here's why I
man.
probably saved the replay. He tried to lift.
He
I mean,
did
it
lift,
was-
yeah.
it was
Oh
a
my
good
God!
slider.
Look at the train,
Dude,
Oh,
look at the train. Yes, we'll go far, Chase, because something happens here too. So, what do you think about this move here?
Yeah, I'm surprised it stuck. Usually try to get all 4 tires underneath the slick going in the corner, which kind of had the lefts still in there, but slick kind of went away, and you still had a lot of tack.
It fucked him. Definitely checked everyone up. What happens next corner? Oh, the 12 cars around. Oh, and Rusty again. Cabri. Alex goes around. Everyone straightens it out. So everything got stacked up because of my move there, which I think was an alright move. I remember, though, in my head, I said, alright, I'm going to try to slide Phil here, but because him and Rusty entered so high and then we're kind of cutting down, I ended up in front of Rusty completely. I was like, oh, I'm clear of Phil by a ton, but I saw like a blue and white car. Rusty's paint at the time was blue and white like this. And, yeah, looked up in my mirror and it was like, oh, hey, here's a car. We'll be seeing you. Then, don't know if anything else happened. Dan Smolders at the time. Dan Smolders, no relation to Alex. Oh.
Is
no
that
relation.
true?
No,
Still
yeah,
not sure.
I think it was his brother's account. His brother like runs Indy cars, so or something.
Gonna say,
Used
still
to.
not sure if it's Dan or Alex. Been racing with for like 4 years now.
I'm chasing down the leader. Don't have enough time here. Taro, he hits a 292 there. Hey, 243. We're digging. We're not as high as everyone. We look really straight. We have a good setup on us.
Who's leading?
Matthew
Matthew
McKinney.
McKinney.
He wins
Truly.
his heat race. See what he does in his feature. Philip Diaz. And remember
I'm pretty
Anthony
sure I remember
Lopresto
that.
started on pole at, I think it was Lima Land?
Wow.
He beats
Only
him.
three
He won quick
three
time.
heats, 4 races in.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. So we're only... Well, no. That should be 28 cars there. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. There's only 3 heats. So they must have had something fucked up in the settings where it wasn't... But yeah, 9 cars. 9 times 3. No, that's only 27. Huh? What?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who would have all been gone at this point then? Like, Richard's still here.
John,
Started
was it
stage
Batista
at the
that got
end.
kicked out of the
Batista
series?
would
Like,
have been. Oh, and what's his face that blew up in the forums? O'Toole. He would have been out of the series
O'Toole,
already.
right.
Look, it's
Ryan
consolation, 15 laps, not 12 like it is now, and they're doing top 8 because it's 1 consi. And it used to be 4. Well, it's 2 now because there's 4 heat races every time. So 8
Honestly,
make it.
I like the 15 lap consi. That sounds.
Yep. I do. Like I said, I like it. If you're going to do one's consi for sure, make it 15 laps.
Yeah, 2 15 lap consi kind of big.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. Yeah, if they could make it where it's 12 when they for sure have 2. But have we had 1 B main yet? No, not this season, but I think we had once last season. We might have 1 B main towards the end somewhere. I don't know, but let's check out... Oh, is that Richard for the lead? No, how come Alvy's out there? 1 guy's dead already. 2 guys are dead already. Let's see what happens. We're missing action here.
We're not watching hardly anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam blinking out front, driving away. Got some clear high-end, that stacked everything up. Alex lifting. Why is everyone blinking, dude? Oh, not in the right groove, you're getting tubbed. Oh, we're pulling off. So now
I do remember him pulling off for that.
Yeah. Well, besides Rusty. Oh, there's another blinking car. Alright, good setup here. We're only in 11th. Top 8 make it. Let's see, Justin Thomas with the crossing. Doesn't throw again. He threw again sideways before he even tried to pull the slider. Oh, yeah, I'll go back and show that.
He stays in the slick throughout the corner. You
Exactly. He didn't drive in straight. As soon as he turned it in, like, right there. Like,
Boom, slingshot
like,
that.
Yeah,
Use
like
that
here,
to
like,
launch
it
you
was already
forward.
Cut. Yeah. It was just, there was no drive. So a lot of people do that where if they spin out on entry, then they still try to throw a slider, and that's when bad things end up happening. You kind of know when you gotta know when you don't have that drive to be able to like clear a guy. But Jesse Dacus and Tony DeBeal fighting for the 8th and final transfer spot.
How's the leader looking here?
He looks out front. Holding straight
Doesn't
line,
look very good.
slowly, really slowly creeping up. You know, if this was, I mean, how much different would the line really be? I mean, even with 30 gallons back here, at least at a place like Knoxville, it's not too different. I feel if this was the replay from like Eldora, it would have looked a lot different than it would now, but it looks pretty similar.
I feel like the 30 gallons definitely hurts the bottom. Anywhere you gotta slow down.
Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't come off the top in the future. Oh, close call here. Alex going for the big dig maneuver. Ends up in front of an extra car like my incident. Feeds Dacus.
Is that Cole Newellhoffen?
And that... just throwing it in there, knowing he could kill someone for a transfer spot. Oh, the guy who helped him with his ride he had and that one thing he did.
What?
Yeah, the first ride he got. I think
Dacus
Dacus was a part of that. He was just a part of it. Not the V2R. Was it V2R? It was V2R.
2R getting another car going, it looked like.
I remember, he was, like, really apologizing in the forums, too, to him.
I'm really very sorry.
Those people that... What do you think about the pro drivers who make a forum post saying sorry to someone?
They're just afraid of getting banned on the incident report.
Just, look at me, I'm so sorry. I would never do something like that.
That's all it was in the first season.
Dude, it was. Nobody knew what to post.
You just send somebody in the grandstands.
It wasn't just me bitching about the track states yet. No, I think I did say sorry to Rusty, though. Like, fuck, I might have been the one who created the first post.
No, Ryan Toole definitely beat you to it.
A lot of guys just, you know, now it seems like the middle's slimy. I'm not sure. They're just, a lot of guys just breaking really, really loose. And like I said, that's just attributed to the fuel. Whatever it was.
Definitely looks a lot more tricky.
Mm-hmm. Get a little bit of drive down the track trying by Smolders here. Oh, you see Chase got.
I wonder if turn down is good there. 1 and 2. Usually it is at this point.
And this was post first cushion build. And this was very first cushion still. They did tone it down in a patch mid-season, but I believe this was before that. That wasn't until like week 6 or 7 when we went back to Lima Land. So the racing did get a little bit better towards the end, but there's also, better drivers. Only a 2-minute warm-up here. Only a 2-minute warm-up, but we got all 2 minutes of it.
Did we?
If that's any interest. I think so. I assume so. I'm not sure. Yeah, everyone's going out there.
Oh, I finished 3 laps down, didn't wait. Did I? No, I didn't.
Oh, no spoilers.
No, I didn't. I don't know where I was seeing that. Maybe it was somebody else.
So let's go feature race.
It's crazy though. I don't remember any of like
Really?
this stuff.
Alright, so turn right
I just
off
don't have
the
one of those
Brand
memories.
McKinney. Watch McKinney. Oh, I can watch this.
We'll go on board with our guest star or the host.
Can I say something here? I think if Britton Roxbury gets a top 5, this may not have been him driving the car. Just gonna throw that out there. Speculation, purely only speculation.
That is a former teammate of yours. Is that an accusation you would like to make?
Not an accusation, just speculation.
Was it
I
really? He
remember
still has
me
the
and him,
Jack on
though.
Shield car.
No,
That's current.
No, that's just my Trigon Paints.
I know. That's what I'm
How was
saying.
it
He
do?
still has that on as his car.
Oh, well, I mean, he's
Like
banned.
right now.
Why would he change his Trigon Paints? He's banned.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, was that our
Oh,
guest
was that-
host?
was it? Go back, go watch
We were paying attention to him. We drove by Chris Brenger or something.
Who's leading?
Tim, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
This is not the first time we do it in the season. Climbs the monster curb.
Jeez,
I
what an
remember you-
episode to have him on. You could have brought him
I
on
didn't
when he
know.
went
Like
from
I
20th
said, I
to
didn't watch
second.
it. I saw his name and I was like, "Oh, we could do that."
Let's
Come on.
bring him in here so we can just laugh at him.
I didn't watch the race. I did not remember
Okay,
this.
everybody, point and laugh.
Whoa.
Point and laugh. Oh my God, that is
I
so-
do remember now, though. I did feed. Do you remember this, Matt? I fed you at Volusia. It was the race James won. Race 9, 8, something like that. The race James won at Volusia. It was overcast. The racing was terrible. The slick never moved up the track. The bottom never came in. I literally got mad. I just slid up the track and said, "Fuck it," and turned to the right, and I wheeled the shit out of Matt. And then, like, the next corner, he fucking fenced it. So I was like, well,
Yeah. I mean,
oh, maybe I broke him, but did you alt F4 now? Are we still green? We're still green. Or
No,
did you
on the
not
track.
do it yet here? You're still on the
Yes.
track.
lap
Oh,
one.
I rewound too much. I'm retarded. All right. Well, did we get her going?
Yeah, pace car.
It's just
No. Oh,
I was
Alex is
was
still
super
last.
upset because I
Yeah.
had an absolute perfect start. I mean, for being
Oh, you did. You got into P2.
But-
And... Did Alex miss the
Bergeron
grid?
out.
No, he missed the grid.
I remember this. Yeah, something happened. He didn't get on the grid or something.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
So is he? He's not a lap down. He's back out there. Matt helps him, of course.
Matt saved him.
Saves from getting lapped.
Possible
I mean,
teammates?
Catches up,
Question-
everybody. Wow, how much was he paying you here? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Glad we caught that. This was just Alex had so many bad races this season. That's actually hilarious. Like, he should have won this championship too, to be honest. So this was yellows count. So we only had 20 laps of racing. We averaged 3 to 4. I think we had one race
Yeah.
at Lima Land that was 2 yellows. But that's still only 24 green flag laps at the time. I hated it. Everyone hated it. But no DNC. It's a motherfuck. So I'm up to 5th here. Starting on the bottom. Let's see what we can manage. Slide up. Try to give ourselves a room in line. Alright. See where Adam's up to. What, is that Adam already? Oh, that ain't Adam.
I don't think I moved in this one.
You don't think
Where'd I
you
start?
You would have started from the beam. Oh! I just
Finally,
happened to
finally.
catch that. Wow, I was lucky. Looks like
Boom.
Sheridan gets the raw end of the deal. I wish we could see the old paints. That'd be cool. Just, I don't know, servers or shit. We keep it going. Broke, maybe? Bent? We look bent. We alt that forward, though.
No, it's
Just
because
be the
you
cars,
didn't
though.
capture my
Yeah,
replay.
yeah. I'm too far up here. I'm not loading all the
Oh.
cars.
Alright, let's restart and watch a different recap from 2018.
Well, find someone else. This is the replay I drew up.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
trying to
sure.
bring the bottom in. Okay, Slagger. Tim's out there. Chris is catching him. I think he does that on a number of times this season, but Yellow's really fucked him. Chris never did get a win, I don't think. But he was really the third fastest, I'd argue, this season.
Yeah.
Until he couldn't. Oh my! Look
Wow.
out!
On top of the
Wow.
shelf there.
Yeah, we
Definitely a
almost
top
pulled
5
a Matt
car.
McKinney. Yeah, for sure. But he didn't get to run the second half. He was third. He was third in points ahead of me when he stopped running. Of course, I had those 2 bad races at the start. So did he though. He missed the first 2, I think, also though. So, but yeah, then I just kind of had a bunch of third place runs to either Tim and Chris or Alex and Chris or Alex and Tim.
Oh.
Yeah. Throwback in the field. Oh, I'd love to do an incident thing where I just skip all the incidents.
Look at
I bet everyone
Alex
would
up
bug
to-
out.
Do apologize for
Let
the
me see what
phone
he's
after.
doing here. He got
Apparently we got some
16.5.
people
That's pretty
driving.
fast on track.
Apparently we got
Driving
some
with their
people
cell
watching
phones
this
out.
stream right
Uh-oh, Snowball Derby ain't gonna like that. Alright, so he's trying
What are you
come
trying
up
to say,
here.
Matt?
now. Apparently
Oh,
someone's watching the stream right now and offered me a seat after they
Oh,
saw me
yellow,
flip.
yellow,
I don't
yellow.
know, but do not
Right.
play iRacing anymore on the F1 circuit nowadays.
Sharing again. Did he just get straightened out from? Oh no, it's up here. Shelby? Oh no, someone else in the wall just gets up on the bike. That's how
Same
huge
exact
that
thing. Just
curve used
rewind
to
it
be.
right there.
Yep.
Rewind it. This is probably the date. It's hands down the most dangerous cushion on any track in the whole game. You just get this.
It's true. I remember I made a highlight. It might be on my YouTube channel. Actually, no. It
Go
might be
check it out.
unlisted. No, it might be unlisted, but I made a highlight video for the 360
Smash
series
that
at
like button.
VLR, and like lap after lap in a B main, someone did this every time. They just entered too high, and they just weren't able to drive out of it like I did. So.
I did that in the B main we ran recently. In a league race or something.
Alright, so we're starting P4 here, and now, the real difference here, these cars used to be able to wheelie. Plus 30 gallons, plus
Not at
a
this
flat
point, I don't
track,
think.
and I think so, because I remember being so scared, because I think I restart second at one point, and get fucked because of it, because I get hung out in the slick. We'll see. But restarting was actually really, really hard. You had to be careful. Well, I'm sure someone swirled dicks back here.
I miss when the noses used to feel really
Maybe
light.
not. Yeah, dude, I miss popping them up. But yeah, restarts, I remember being really
Like-
scared of restarts.
You weren't able to run a lot of stuff wide open because you had to keep the front end on the ground. Like when it was really hooked up and you would hold it to the floor, the front end would get light and it would lift and push on you. Like that was a lot of fun back then, and then for whatever reason they just anchored the front end to the ground.
Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. So we've really only had about 10 pace laps. Let's see if anything happened. Come on now. There's something up here. Oh! Wow. Looks like, okay, clear car high, and we spin on the straightaway cushion. Something we
Look, I
don't have,
saved him.
at least at Knoxville. Like, well, you kind of do at Knoxville, but not enough to pick up the rear end and throw it out just to get you sideways. But, yeah, you straighten him out. Good job, Weston. Can't slow down. Unfortunate for him, but like I said, Chris, great restart all over Tim. Yellow comes out. Just, that's how frustrating really it was back in the days. Now, is this I think, look. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We might have a black. Maybe that's why we finished last. See Tim Ryan on his games at the start. We talked about this at Lernerville. Let's see, 3 years later, what happens here? Let's watch Tim Ryan speed on the start. Anything happen? 41, 42. Everybody else just goes.
Not really his fault, to be honest.
No, not at all. Everyone else just goes.
I feel like so. Look at Tim's start, right? He's not up in the moisture. He's just right in the middle of the slick. I feel like everybody was so amateur at this point. Like, it honestly
I won't
doesn't look
argue
like
with
the
that.
caliber. It doesn't look like the caliber of, even though it's some of the same guys. It doesn't look like the same caliber of driver. Like that looks pretty body there.
I would also argue though that driving through the slick was so much easier at this time too. So much
I don't
easier.
know. We got 30 gallons in.
Still, I can bring up. I got my Knoxville race I won, that Jason Johnson Memorial race. I'm still like 85% just blowing tires through a slick.
I'd agree
throttle,
with that.
but yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but
That's a
nowadays you run 100% throttle through the slick.
we didn't have the setups figured out. No, we weren't still on the same setup from 2017.
Base Q,
No.
Base Q. Everybody has it. It's the same thing as it was in 2017.
I wonder if Alex got black for this. Depending where the green came out. Oh, there's a. Oh my god!
Oh,
The one and only time I've ever seen.
Finished last.
The only time I've ever seen Alex actually wreck and not drive away from it.
Like it's like he honestly had the worst luck in 20. He had like 5 DNFs. Serious. He had 2 at Grove. He had Charlotte. He got black flagged the last corner from incidents. He crashed here. That's 4 at least. Just what the hell happened? So Diaz, I think it Waxberry wheelies the car here because he checks up. See, this is where the skill got. Yeah, look at that front end. Hey, reels up. We're out of here.
I love it. Bring it back.
You want that to happen now? Oh, loops again for us. So maybe that was Britton driving. He's like, sorry, dude.
LB wide open.
Yeah, you saw this guy coming screaming through. Green's out. We're getting these spots high.
Look at go to my cockpit. I had a hole there. I said this is the only way I'm making it through.
Closed up.
It's the only way I'm making it through is if I go that way.
Oh yeah, it was closing up.
Yep. Oh, we're good.
But that was pro at this time. Just yellow after yellow. We were an embarrassment. Late models were for sure the best car. They eventually had everyone banned, and they went 45 green flag laps. Where did we get? We still second? No, we're still third. We were just wow, Fegan car's high. I remember I'd feel really fast because I felt confident in the bottom at the end of these races. I think this start, I may have been able to get a little better run on Chris. Cooper doing his thing on the bottom. Adam, I'm sure we're broke by this time.
Yeah, like
Oh, we're destroying berms. A lot of guys going to the bottom. It looks like there's a ton of grip up top there. Just slagger line was a lot more relevant. Relevant. In the 410s.
I'm not gonna try.
But it just seemed like no one could really get stuck to the cush like we can now, where you can enter on it, stay on it, and rail it, and ram it. Looks like we're steering back up to it, trying to straighten it out. Just, Tim's trying. He's probably getting the most out of it than anyone. That's why I think he wins this race. James, oh, there's contact. Can he save it from the inside wall? He does. Oh, can Weston get out of that cush? Oh, man, the incidents would be hilarious. David spinning out on the bottom. Nothing new from today. James looking for a move on Cam. That's just backing against side. Oh, that was lap 30. Race over. Just that quick. There just isn't that much race
about 7
time.
green flag laps.
Yeah. I thought I had a restart in second. It must be the second one.
Could Brenner be this quick on the tracks we have now? Does he still?
No.
Got it.
No. He tried to come back. He tried to come back.
He did a race at Williams Grove, and he was really fast.
He could still. But if it was anywhere else but the cushion, which it's not now, at least not in league races. He just really seemed to struggle, which I was kind of surprised because I thought he was one that could really, even at a place like Grove, he could really pedal the bottom and whatnot. But then when he came back, he didn't seem interested in it. He was just ripping the top.
Yeah.
And that was back. I remember that was too when there was still where nobody else really ran the top at Grove. Like the top wasn't as good as it is now because it was so goddamn rough. But he was able to rip the shit out of that motherfucker. That's why he was still good there. But yeah, then since the cushion got toned down again, I feel like it made it easier to drive the top at Grove, and that's why with slick, it's almost, unless you're a couple guys, all top at Grove now. Before, like, only Bragan and Chris and a couple other guys could really rip the top because it'd be so rough on that entry at 3.
You want to talk about next week? Patch came out today. I don't know. I didn't see anything for
They
Weed
didn't
Sport.
fix
No
Weed Sport
update.
yet. They didn't fix Weed Sport. They say the farming ain't
So
there. Hey, man.
potentially going to Lima Land.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You just gotta turn your graphics up so you can see the wall they added.
I mean, they could
that
fix.
still doesn't hit.
They could fix Weed Sport if they just removed it and gave us a different track. I think that would
Right.
probably be the best thing they could possibly
Like
do.
Lima Land. Have you even ran at Weed Sport, Matt, or you're already off the game?
Not only am I not going to pay for Weed Sport, you couldn't pay me to run that track.
I'll give you $3.
It's iRacing is uninstalled, not coming back. I was contemplating coming back for a 24-hour run at Daytona this coming year.
But I'll
still
probably
You didn't want to race
again.
with Rusty again. Oh.
Oh,
It's a combination of me and Rusty. Really.
If we had the replay for this show, you would realize why these guys stick on dirt for the Pro Series. Because
okay, Matt, but you cannot tell me that I don't have decent pace on other road course sims.
Okay. Are you any interest in coming back for big block mods? It was a rhetorical question. It was a rhetorical question.
I would come back if they put in the McKinney Motorsports 2020 Longhorn for the UMP modifieds.
Hey,
I would come back to that.
Scared Longhorn. Bring UMP's popularity back.
But yeah, I would never have the audacity to run those big blocks. It's just
okay, but Matt, you ran. Me, you, and Ducharme was in there. A bunch of other guys ran. No, get out of here. You just lost your privilege.
Get the fuck out of here. Who's getting kicked? Yeah, this
me.
Talk about big blocks, and Tyler
Ducharme.
fucking Ducharme shows up in the goddamn chat.
Yeah. And anyways, we ran at R Factor, and you ran the big blocks. That was a good time. These honestly feel a lot like the R Factor big blocks. You should give them a shot. Is all I'm saying.
I like how they feel. I just don't like having to live. Like I said, my favorite sprint car.
You don't
tracks
like having to lift.
Literally, my favorite sprint car tracks are where you're fast, but there's slick there. But if you hit a patch right, you gain 2/10. If you miss it, you lose 4. And these are they're like a late model with 100-something pounds of bite, where you can still steer it. But you have to drive it like a 225-pound bike, where you still have to lift anyways. Doesn't matter how much track you have. You got to lift, keep it straight, just hold it straight like you're driving through a slick, but the whole time. So it's just not fun for me. The cars, they're the best cars in the game as far as like a duplication or a replica of the actual real-world thing, I believe. And the way the suspensions or tires, whatever act, I'm not saying they suck. I'm just saying, me personally, not my style. I do not like. I like the cars. I don't like the racing. And that's not because it's not good racing. It's just not my style. I don't like having to lift while there's tacky there, and just being so slow out of time. You know, it doesn't. Someone mentioned they didn't like how I think it was Rodman in the forums, which he's like, I nailed the bottom, but got drove around by someone who just pedaled it through the slick. You know, I get that. I like chasing after grip, and I feel like you don't do that a ton in the big blocks, which is fine.
I don't think they really do that in big blocks much
like
IRL though.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched them enough, but they have all those. They got a lot of big tires, and I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you have to say?
You just sit too high up. That's all it is for me. If I'm sitting that high up, I don't like it.
You can change
I have to lower my seat. I lower my seat too. I want to look at the roof. But...
Yeah, in sprint
Howard's
cars,
car
I'm
is
at
broke as
0.6.
fuck. Look
Big
at this
blocks,
thing
I'm at
wobbling.
-6.
I think it broke it on the cushion. Look at this wobble right here. Look at this car. Watch this car. Watch it set down right there.
Oh.
We're wheeling her.
Yeah, Matt, change your right. I go from 0.6 in every car to -6 in big blocks.
Wait, so you sit plus 0.6 in a sprint car?
Yeah.
I guess.
That's about here.
Yeah, this looks normal.
Yeah, that looks fine.
I'm 0 in a sprint car, and I'll take it down depending on the track, like how much banking there is. Like at Kokomo, I'll go down to 1.2 in a late model. Yeah, just lower the seat. Even though when I'm low, it does look like I'm standing way above the dashers and shit, but you can see the tires. Anywho, I think that pretty much covers our race recap. Honestly, a little disappointed, but there were some good things in there. Good scenes. It's just, especially if you look at the track wear after like in like some late model races, just it's like always looking back at it, it's like I can't believe I used to play that shit. And even back then though, iRacing was the premier, and I know Matt's here, was the premier dirt car game, and it just looks like it's so much better, even though we're bitching about we still have fucking wall glitches and shit. It's still, they definitely made progress this season. There was something for everybody. I think COVID was the best thing that ever happened to iRacing, because it seems like they got hired 3 or 4 new developers, because this was their biggest build ever, I think. That might be bullshit, but and definitely
I think you made all that up.
And definitely at least a step in the right direction as far as the dirt cars go, with how the big blocks are. You know, even though they're just, I don't exactly like them, but I don't have to like them. But I think it's cool to see how far the games come, and maybe even the Pro Series has come, even though there's still some silly things they do. But hey, that's just my opinion.
Matt, anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I mean, it was nice to be on the show. I mean, unfortunately, maybe we would watch a different race than me just setting up the fence, but you know.
I asked around. I wanted the first Eldora replay, and no one had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe saving R Factor 2 replay, and we'll come on and review that one time. A Chili Bowl, a sim race and Chili Bowl. But their replay system sucks.
There's only 2 things I remember from my stint in the Pro Series in the sprint cars. One was the race at Williams Grove, and the other one was this one, which I try not to remember. But thank you for refreshing it.
I'm sorry to have done that to you.
Maybe one of these days I'll end up coming back to iRacing, but have no plans to do so.
Are we running the 24-hour? Let's announce it here.
I'll be running the 20. I mean, if we end up running, I will end up running, and then either you or whoever else steps in the car will end up walking it, and then probably crashing.
We've
been over this. It wasn't my fault when we were.
I mean, I will. If there's anybody who is watching this, I will tell you one thing right now: if pick up road racing, it does. First of all,
okay. If there was one thing, what's the most important thing that they can do for dirt to make you come back?
I could tell him for you.
He's gonna say tire model.
I
know.
It's definitely the tire model.
Say tire model 3 times in a mirror. Matthew McKinney will show up like Tyler DeCharbo with a big block.
The fact that they don't listen to anybody in the beta is fine, but there's only so much you can do. You know, especially with the UMP Modify, my brother and I, tested it a lot, try to make it close, and it's as close as the tires allow. So it's the only thing they have to do.
Block.
Yeah,
I think that goes for most cars. All of them are really close as the tires will let them be. Because I mean, the physics of the car isn't the problem. It's the grip of the tires, David.
They found out, they said there's some stuff on all the cars now that they found out with the big block that they can change around now.
All right.
So
they do it.
Well, yeah, we'll see if that ever comes. I was a little skeptical on that. They said, "Oh, change all setups," which would be a nice refresher.
Yeah, I'm all good for new setups. That'd be cool if we had to completely revamp everything.
I could sell more. I can sell more and make more money. I like it too. Oh.
They can do one other thing. They can add. It's not even a car. It's just one track in the game.
Weber Valley.
Millbridge.
Millbridge. Chaz messaged me today. He said it's the Hollywood for all the rich kids. The Hollywood track in Charlotte for the rich kids.
Oh yeah. They put
I was like, gonna Chase Cambry's the father of half of those kids.
They put Millbridge in the game, and they use that. You just run midgets there, make their midgets relevant again. 2021.
Do you think they should bring micro racing?
No. They'd have to scan way too many tracks to.
I think so. I think they'd be useless at so many tracks.
It's too niche.
Well, I
think
mean, they have brought in off-road fucking trucks.
touche, and they're not even running them anymore in the series.
That
Like
they
like,
literally should just scrap that and add every single one of those people to dirt.
well, one
Just-
thing they should do
Just
is
stop developing it completely. If I was in charge, that would be my first thing. I say everything for off-road, you're gone. You're done. Waste of time.
They just need to focus on the rally stuff. I mean, we could spend 2 hours talking about that. I mean, but that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have applied for the job application they had open, man. Be a series director. Could have been a steward.
Stewart.
Yeah. You said something else I was going to add on to. You said
That's probably the hardest job you can do on
Micros?
iRacing, because you have to rationalize a netcode collision, and you can't, and then somebody ends up, and of course it looks different on the two people involved. Looks different on their screen.
But Fairbury is already close enough to Millbridge, because I
I'd
mean
almost say
Fairbury
that.
feels like the same size as Millbridge.
Why would you want
if they
Millbridge? Why
Huh?
Millbridge? I'm asking Matt.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like iRacing thinks that every track they put in the game has to cater to every car. I mean, I guess on paper it makes sense, but why can't we just have tracks?
We have Chili Bowl.
that?
And a
Yeah,
lot
but-
of people bitch, you know, all the late
But the
model
Chili
guys
Bowl is
that
not.
that
Everybody
beat.
hates the Chili Bowl.
Ah. I don't know. I think right now, at least in dirt, I think we could use another half mile next. Something like a Port Royal would be great, or even maybe
Tulare.
Lucas Oil.
get a California track in there,
Um,
Larry.
we can just go back to the first cushion build if we want that. I don't know.
I'll start winning everything again if we do that. Sorry, but
You won't hit the wall in the back straightaway while you're leading with 10 to go in the Chili Bowl prelim.
it was 5. Okay.
Hey, it gave me a spot that I needed. Anywho, that's all. Matt, why don't you close out the video for us here at the
Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you visit the website if there is one. Make sure you visit the shop. if there is.
RightGoSetupShop.com.
And that's a wrap.